Good morning, students. It's me, Jashuran, and as we are moving a part of your FA1 examination, in that point of view, I just want to give you some instructions. So it's your revision class now. So let me explain you what are the lessons I have been picked for the exam. So in the geography part, I have taken lesson number 1. It is called Indian relief features. So in this revision part, I just want to give you some explanation about this, as we have completed this, right? So in this, what are the main concepts? Once we'll recapitulate all the points, and after this we'll go for the another part in the history topic. Okay, let me explain about the Indian relief features means about the physical features, as it holds an old meaning for this. It has a new name, right? So landmass. Okay, what are the features are there here? For example, if you take the land features which are having a water bodies, including the land, the topography of our country, and so in the first part we are going to know about the location of our country. So location on the globe, whether it is in northern hemisphere or in a southern hemisphere. And if we take the latitude and longitude observations. So in this, so complete which side of the region our country lies completely, based on this we have been taken here. And the next part, the origin of landform of our country, where exactly it has been originated. Origin, the land of India, where from which continental plate it has been segregated. So origin of from which continental plate it has been shifted, this we have been discussed, right? And a part of these the main land divisions, now we are going to discuss. As we know that, so we have a different parts of land divisions are there, land masses are there in our country. We start with mountains. So mountains are the highest landforms in our country, where these are located in the northern part, northwest to northeast side. So these mountains are called as Himalayas, where these the Himalayas are again divided into 3 ranges. So the height approximately 6,100 meters. It starts from Himadri, Himachal, and Shivaliks, Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas, and Outer Himalayas, right? So if you observe these mountains, because of these mountains we have a source of rivers which are called perennial rivers, and it acts as an arc. It's a protection for our country, for an entire northern part. Otherwise, without Himalayas, what could be the situations? Next, Indo-Gangetic plains. Indo-Gangetic plains, the plains which are formed by the 3 rivers in the northern part. If you observe, as I have discussed, that the rivers made these plains, right? And plateaus, we have 3 plateaus, which is the vast plateau, biggest plateau is Deccan plateau, and 2 more plateaus are there, Chota Nagpur and Malwa plateau. Among these 3 plateaus, the important plateau is Chota Nagpur. Why is it so? Means we find more minerals in these plateaus. So we have been seeing this brief the divisions, land masses, and the water bodies, and we have been discussing about. Next, we see some more coastal plains. So we have the longest coastal length, which starts from Gujarat and ends with West Bengal, and these are divided into 6 political divisions, as each individual state holds the place of coastal plains. And you see, these plains are naturally the landforms which are near to the water bodies, I mean, see the shape here. So east and west part. So this location is called peninsular type of region. The land of three water bodies, surrounds with three water bodies. Okay, ma. So a part of these coastal plains, and there are some specific features here. And after this, Thar desert, desert region. So we have a unique desert in our country. It is called Thar desert. So it lies completely in Rajasthan, state Rajasthan, and there are some unique features in this desert. Naturally, deserts lack of water shortage here, lack of rainfall, and you might see it is a composition of sand dunes, and it is having three water bodies running inside of this desert. You can't believe it, but there are three water bodies are running. So there is a river river Luni, and you find lake Sambar lake, and canal Indira canal, right? So okay, so this is if you find unique features of desert. So daytime it will be most warm, and nighttime it's so cool. The temperature in the Celsius goes in the minus degrees. Okay, so these are some unique features we have seen in the desert region, right? Let us go for the next part, and island. So we have two islands, one is on west side and one is on east side. So west side islands are called Lakshadweep. The area of the Lakshadweep is very comparable, it's very less when compared to Andaman Nicobar Islands. And west side in the Arabian Sea, Lakshadweep. East side there is an island which is called Andaman Nicobar Islands, and here the vegetation is very suitable and comparable for the human beings, and you find coral origins or more in these regions, and you find volcanic eruption regions are there, right? Okay students, this is a part of the first lesson revision which I have given. You just go through the text. Don't expect the questions, don't expect any direct questions which I have designed for you. So there are indirect questions which I have asked you in the exam point of view. And shall we go for the geography part completed, when we are moving to the history part, that is called world wars. Lesson number 13, it is called the world between wars part 1, this 1900 to 1950. So if you understand this context of, already we have completed up to militarism, right? And this is about the wars in the world in the beginning of the 20th century. What I said, century is a division of it is captured by 1900 years to 20. It's a period of time, it is called as 20th century. In this century, a great historian who has called it a age of extremes, and you see in this topic we covered the context, which is the countries fighting for each other, colonial masters and the fight between colonial masters and colonial powers, right? And in this context we will be going to see the small countries challenges to fight with the big countries, right? So there is a lot of death and destruction, and you find there is aggressive nationalism which blast out from the ideology of the leaders who ruled in Italy and Germany. Okay, now, so this context up to militarism have been explained. Just up to there I am going to ask you questions, right? So this is about your the two lessons context, and don't expect any direct question, as I have picked the questions mostly indirectly, right? So let me explain about your question paper model. Are you ready to know about your question paper? It's model, how we are going to design the FA question paper for you. In this part I am just going to explain it. So we have taken the question paper, it's for 25 marks. So section number 1, section 1. So totally how many questions? We are going to ask you 4 questions. So 4 questions, these 4 questions. 4 marks. 4 questions, each carries 1 mark. So you have to write 1 mark questions. How many? 4 you have to write. Okay, right. So this section is section 1 is about 4 questions into 1 is equal to 4 marks. Okay, ma? Right. Section 2. In this, so we are going to ask you questions. These questions are little bit lengthy, more than 1 or 2 sentences. We have to write. These questions are 2 marks questions. 4 into 2, 8 marks. That means 4 questions you have to answer. Each carries 2 marks. Okay, right. And section 3. In section 3. So we are going to get 4 marks questions. If you find these 4 marks questions, 2 into 4, 2 questions, 4 marks, each carries 4 marks, you will get 8 marks. Okay, so it's like an essay question. You have to write more than 10 sentences, more than that. Okay, right. And the last, finally, I'm going to ask you the map pointing questions. So mostly I am going to ask you world map, right? So these world map related places I may ask indirectly. It's not a direct place I am not going to choose here. I am going to give you a question. It's a puzzle. In that you have to find out. That means if you heard the lesson properly, then you are able to point out the place very easily, right? So it's a task for you. So totally 5 places I am going to ask you. In these 5 places you get each place carries 1 mark, totally 5 marks. Okay students, I hope you understand the question paper pattern for you. This is your blueprint of your social studies question paper, right? So don't neglect here and don't miss any questions. So my intention is try to attempt all the questions. Hope you have heard the lesson based on the lesson context I have been taken here, right? So this is about your if you have any doubts you can call to my number, right? So my contact is with you. You can call me at any time. So this each section is having the question individually asked. Some are direct questions and some are indirect questions. And if you find the map pointing places, generally so before itself I am just giving hint for you. It's like a clue for you. Generally map pointing you might attempt for exams direct places. For example, in the world, if I ask Japan, you can directly point out the place of Japan. If I ask you China, you can point out the place of China, right? But here we will be asking a question tag in the form of question tag. In that you need to find a place, right? Also it's like it gives you a good knowledge and it develops your thinking capacity and marking of the place very easily. Okay, totally so here 25 marks of your paper. So social studies, you think it's an easy subject, but try to attempt this paper. Okay, you just use your proper knowledge and don't careless your exam. Okay, hope we'll meet you the casual classes again after completion of these exam schedule. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.